So here we go. You ready? Ready? So you got, what is that? What kind of Smirnoff? Kissed Caramel Smirnoff, Mean Bean Java Monster, and then Cool Whip. That's it. That's all you need. Look at that drink. Can you see it? Can you see it? It was so good. This was like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. It was fantastic, and now I want it again. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, it was 2021. Was that 4 years ago? God damn. I need it. I need it. Oh. Avowed has one of the most visually stunning worlds I've ever seen. It do be looking awesome, especially sometimes when you're coming out of caves and like the sun hits that mountain peak in just the right spot. It's fantastic. It's awesome. They need a photo mode. That's one thing they don't have. What's the last thing I said? You drifted off for a moment. Were you paying attention? Yes.
Well, aren't you the clever one? No harm done, of course. I don't mind if you catch a few winks. Besides, a little nap is good for the soul. I slept through my share of lectures, and look how I turned out. That's all I have to teach you for now. I'll chime in if anything else comes to mind.
Let's talk about Gallowayne's tusks.
Go on then. I'm listening.
What do you know about them?
I've heard the Wardens are very set in their ways. For better or worse. Usually the worse. Vidaro tried to form a trade agreement with the Council. Copper and glass in exchange for grain.
Mm-hmm.
But it went nowhere.
Maybe they didn't trust Animancers.
Perhaps, but I think there's more to it than that. The Wardens value self-reliance. Maybe because they have an inflated sense of their own importance. No offense, Marius.
Yeah, well.
No, you pretty
Marius.
much got it right.
They have a righteous duty to protect these lands, and believe that it can and should be done without the help of outsiders. It's a bit like shooting yourself in the foot because you don't trust anyone else to wield the gun.
Well, that's an interesting prospect.
What do you want
I think
to
that's
know?
all the dialogue options. No, we're so close to the garden. Are you nervous?
Oh, yes. The little butterflies in my stomach are more restless than ever. When I joined you, I needed to put a stop to the dream scourge. So much has changed since then. There may be nothing for me in the garden. Nothing I haven't learned outside of it. But I still want to see it for myself.
The garden might still surprise you.
Don't get me wrong, I'm excited. The garden will be the discovery of a lifetime, even if I don't have an agenda. On a journey such as this, it's better to cast aside your expectations. They can only weigh you down.
That's enough for now. Get some rest. My tent's that way. You know what I mean? Let's see. She doesn't have anything new to say. He does. He always does.
Envoy?
Marius.
I'm not ready to go to Solace. Maybe there's another way. Maybe we can fashion some kind of flying boat?
Dude, he's been on edge ever since we got here. My only, what I'll probably do in another playthrough is I want to choose him. Almost died. I want to choose him as one of my two companions when we're in the last stage, like the last map, because I feel like, I mean, this is his people, so there's probably some dialogue stuff that I'm missing, but oh well. I'm having too much fun with the party that we currently have. You could stay behind that camp.
No, I can't. They won't so much as look at you without a caravan of trade goods behind you. You might need me to get in. I'll be fine. You know me. Taking things too seriously, assuming the worst. I mean, they don't execute deserters anymore.
Concentrate on my voice, breathe, slow down, and think about the here and now.
Right. Okay, that helped. Thanks.
Ah, there you go. Called centering. I'm glad to hear it.
Glad you were here. There is something that's bothering me. Specifically, if you can spare a moment. Since we entered the Tusks, I've been getting these flashes of memory. Like there are answers in my head I can't get to. They seem to be about a village, somewhere north of Solace. Fear and sorrow, but also answers.
I'm paying attention. We can track down these memories together if there's time.
Right. Well, thanks. I know it'll be easier if I don't go there alone. Anyway.
Anyway, I'm trying to text really quick, and they are just not talking long enough. I'd love to get your thoughts on our companions. I think we've already done this one, but...
Let's make sure they're not... The only one we haven't
Oh,
talked
no.
about is Yahtzee.
He just repeats this over and over. We've already...
She's not so
I've done... Yep. When it comes to which companion I personally like the most, it's always going to be Kai. Yep, Kai is numero uno. Kai is bae before anyone else. Yes. So that's it for the talkie talk. What? No, he had tusks. He had a tusk option. Wait. Come back. New permanent status effect. Giada's training +2. What? What was it? I missed it.
Hey, sorry about your parents.
I just clipped it. What is it?
That's
I'm gonna have a random clip. They're all
Sometimes
random.
grief
It's
clings
fine.
to you like a shadow.
+2 to what?
Wonder where
Go
it went.
fast forward.
It's not easy.
There it is. Intellect.
You get
I will
used to it
not be
after a
using that
while.
for my build, but thank you, Giada.
You
Thank
seem
you
to
so much.
know from experience.
No. I mean, not really. I've left people behind, though, and it was... difficult.
Anytime you want to talk about it, let me know.
Right. Thanks for that.
And send. Okay, great. Now, he has one more dialogue option
What do
that I don't want to miss. The tusks.
What do you want to talk about?
What can you tell me about Solus and Galawain's tusks?
Mount Forja erupts every few years.
I haven't checked how many
Usually
companions
just small
Avowed
little
has.
burps
4.
of ash and a few extra lava flows. It's
Wait,
like
no,
it wants
3?
to remind everyone
1,
it's
2,
still
3,
here.
4. 4.
Which is ridiculous, really. Smell that rotten egg scent on the wind? That's Forja. As much as I want to blame it on Kai. Just another reason the people of Solace tend to stay inside.
Do you have any tips for surviving Galawain's tusks?
I promise you've never spent time anywhere like this. I have tips that might even be news to you. First rule in Galawain's tusks is to be grateful for every breath. The air itself is poisonous here, if you breathe enough of it. Don't overexert yourself, and keep your heartbeat slow. A wet cloth over your mouth and nose will help.
Nice.
Remember that this place wants to kill you at all times. Act like your every step is putting you in danger. And make sure to clear your eyes, ears, and nose every now and then. Ash builds up faster than you'd expect. You know, if you're this interested in survival in the living lands, we can take this even further. I'm impressed with what you already know. Still, never hurts to know more. So, what do you want to learn?
Interesting. So we've had these type of dialogue options all the way throughout the game, but now it seems that we're actually getting permanent buffs to our, not abilities, but our stats. I wonder if we would have this option if we didn't talk through the majority of the dialogue options like we have up to this point. Very interesting. I trust your instincts. How about a little bit of everything?
You want to know everything? Right. You came to the right person. It's good to know things, but you need to be physically fit. So we're gonna stretch your limbs and get those joints moving. And then we're gonna give you little bites of bad berries. Maybe send you on a long run.
Yum.
You're gonna be as fit as an ox.
Okay.
Let's get started.
That sounds like a little boost to our constitution.
Right.
Oh.
That about does it. You're a quick
Complete
study.
all training
At
sessions
least
with
now I don't
companions.
have to worry about you so
Ooh.
much out there. I can spend my time watching over Kai and Yahtzee. Teaching is its own reward, I guess.
Yahtzee. +1 to dexterity and constitution. Nice. I don't remember doing that for Yahtzee and Kai, but I guess I did. Shit.
I have never wanted a bath this badly. Feels like I'm covered in ash.
Covered in what? Yeah, because that's it for him, so, alright.
We'll be
Huh.
covered in
Well, look
ash
at that.
in the morning.
Cool. That was a rare achievement, too. How rare? Let's find out. Just for shit. 1%? Holy crap. Okay. Rare indeed. That doesn't surprise me in a game like this. A lot of people probably don't want to sit through all the dialogue. That's fair.
What does this hypothetical term
That's fair.
describe?
Alright, let's get out of
What's the
here.
word for a
Swing.
soul that breaks a...
I didn't make food because I'm a dingus. Can I wait? What happens if I hit X? Oh, it does
becomes
cancel
two
it.
people.
Cool.
And then in life, they are sworn enemies.
I gotta make food.
That sounds too specific.
No
for its own
enchanting.
term.
Nope. No. Food.
There has to be one.
Here we go. Oh, I don't have as much supplies as I was hoping. Alright. We'll do these. I'm going for more of a warrior type of playstyle in the game. Big same. Yep, we're using two-handed weapons and or sword and shield with pistols. That is what we are sticking to this first playthrough. I will do probably magic next and then
I
end
can't
it
think of
on a
one.
rogue.
Oh, you could probably make up your own.
I don't use much
I
stealth.
couldn't
Yeah, me
just
neither.
do that.
That's why I
Why
think I'm gonna do that last. See how
I
it is.
do it all the time.
All
Or
right,
you
cool.
could
Let's
even
go.
parlay that into an
Exit. But with that being said, I think the rogue.
Schemes in the dark. The mountains shift in unknowable shapes.
The rogue tree probably has the most interesting type of abilities. I haven't even read all of them because I'm afraid to it'll sway me to change in the middle of my playthrough. I don't want to do that. I've been wondering about these dreams.
A question for a question. The leaf twines around itself.
Have you changed your mind about Kith at all?
We admire much. We have much still to fear. Beast of treachery smells you. It stalks you across the land. A sword for a settlement, the scorpion promises to protect. Rose today, thorn tomorrow. Friend or foe, the branches shake.
I have a legendary great sword as my primary weapon for now. That's awesome. Hell yes. The thing I've learned and I tried to go against with this game was I saved up a bunch of money. I bought it wasn't legendary, but it was like pink rarity, whatever that one is. Bought primary weapon, secondary weapon, and armor. It was like 120,000 gold, which takes a lot to get, but I spent it. Literally 2 minutes later, I found something better in almost all of those categories. I'm like, shit! The game just, as long as you play it and you explore, you don't even have to explore that much. You just go running around, and it will reward you immensely with a buttload of different legendaries, so it's really cool. Really, really cool. Don't buy stuff. Don't do it. Buy potions and lockpicks. That's it. This bothers you a great deal, doesn't it?
Another time, a distant ache. A hidden strike, a bond bleeds in silence. Have your hands known this?
Well, I've been tempted, but I stood firm.
A bulwark unshaken. Why?
I'm nothing without my princey pals.
Oil in a lamp. It burns to sustain itself. The storm blows, others falter. What good is a vow if it can break?
We can't plan for every contingency. What matters is that it mattered once.
Fleeting light. We have learned much. Dream of dandelions with two heads.
Oh, okay. Goodbye. Okay, continue. That was a lot of dialogue, and I was into it. It was good for me. Was it good for you? Hiya! Whoa, he's got some hops. He has got some of the hops. Boink! Oh, and he's dead. Great. Right in the thorax. Damn, Daniel. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Boom, baby. Whoa. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty. Boink. Not today.
I was
Good
just getting warmed up.
talk. That's right, Kai. Let them know. Let them know. Ow. This is fine. He's fine. You know what I'm curious about? This game, they charge you, what was it? Was it 70? I paid a little bit more because of early access, but whatever. What's the base pay for this? Is it 60 or 70? Because that matters. This, oh, here we go. 70. Oh my goodness. So they charge 70 for it. I'm not a developer. I don't know what all is entailed and, you know, what you got to do and all the hoops you got to jump through and yada yada. I've heard it's pretty difficult. Anyways, I mean, I'm getting a lot of time out of it. I don't know whether, you know, I kind of relate, you know, we're about 60 hours in. So that's pretty good and we're not done, right? But still, $70 price point. There with this game has some issues that I'm a little surprised that they charge 70 for it. It is also on Game Pass, of course, but that makes me think. It makes me wonder because Adamfall is releasing next month, and it's $50. Now, from what I've seen, there's some correlation, there's some similarities between these two games, the Adamfall and Avowed. But this is they're charging $20 less. But when I look at it, this doesn't look like it's, you know, worse off, or, oh, that makes sense why it's $50. Yeah, I get that. It looks like if Avowed can get away charging $70, then so should Adamfall. But I think more realistically, what that means is, I think Avowed should have been $50. Yeah, I really do. I think a lot of its shortcomings would have been accepted if they only charged $50 instead of 70. But that's just my 2 cents. What do I know? Because, yeah, again, all the trailers I've seen, it doesn't look like it's a lesser type of game. Maybe some of the visuals, maybe, but even then, it's not worse. I don't know, like, looks fine. But, yeah, so that's interesting. That's going to be interesting to see how this game is received and how it plays and all that. I can't wait to check it out, so I'm going to be buying it. Ironically, I think we'll be spending 70 on it because, yeah, you get 3 days early access, so that's ironic. Anyways, but the base is still 50 no matter what, so that'll be interesting. Interessante. Unlike my brother, I fully explore areas in RPG, so I always find something special through exploration, and that's one of the reasons why I love this game. This game really rewards players and their time, and if you want to explore every area, you're going to find some good stuff, for sure. So that's nice. That is nice. Oh, lava. Isa lava. Is that green salsa? Red salsa, green salsa. I'm hungry. Well, we don't want to jump into it either way, so this kind of just dead ends, doesn't it? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. I don't want to jump. I learn, I guess, a fact, a term, a thing. I learn it, forget about it, then relearn it as the years go by, and I'll tell you what it is. Like when you're, I don't know, standing on top of a cliff, and one of your first thoughts is, I should jump. I need to jump off of this, or, you know, you're waiting for a Subway. You're waiting for a sub at Subway to eat it. No, you're waiting for the why can't I think of this? The Subway at the subway station. You're waiting for it to come, and you like, I'm gonna like jump in front of one. Yippee! It's the call of the void. Is that a thing? Is that a? I will learn about it. I forget about it. Learn it again. They're like, oh yeah, that's called the call of the void. I was like, what? Are you sure that's just not like your intrusive thought winning at that point? Maybe it's the same thing. I don't know. I always thought that was weird though, if that's actually true. Some people, these are floating, will randomly get like the call to the void and just have like a fleeting thought of, I'm gonna jump, but then of course they don't, hopefully. Brains are weird. I could never get into psychology. I just feel like it's ever expansive. I would never be able to devote enough time to understand it. Ah, okay, so more left, but then there's a gap here. But there's a gap there, so I guess we'll go here. This looks like the entry point, so Yeah, I just don't want to fall into lava, is what everything I'm saying right now. Even in a video game, especially real life, I don't want to fall into. But you know, no, I'm good. I'm okay. I don't have the call to the void. I don't want to go there. I had the same thing in Skyrim many years ago. I'm a heavy exploration type of guy. I mean, and that's great. This game, Skyrim, both are pretty good examples.
If those gates are to keep strangers out or locals in.
Pretty good examples of rewarding the player for exploration and, you know, sinking more time into it and getting more back. So that's nice. It's always good, respecting the player's time. What's this?
Welcome to Sorina's Mercy,
Boink.
outsider. There's nothing for you to see here.
Yeah, well, it looks like there's plenty to me. You may enter. You were late. Oh, okay. Exceptional. Thunk. Leviosa. Damn it. It's back. And up we go.
You let me out here right now.
What?
Will you pipe down over there?
Pipe down. Quit nagging me.
I'm innocent.
No.
What they all say.
You gave the goods back. That's something else.
It's what they... Is that a foot?
Cozy.
That is a foot.
Really brings everything together.
Holy.
Every day.
Do 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 do. I can't open that up. Hello. My brother's a bit more fast forward than me. He wants to finish things fast and tends to miss a lot of the special discoveries. I could never. Shoot, no. Especially back in the day when Assassin's Creed was good. Those were one of the games for the example of, like, I would push off the main objective as long as I could just to go around the map and hit all the viewpoints, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, those would unlock side missions and stuff. Do those first. I like leveling up my dude, then doing the main quest and kicking ass with cool shit. I just, you know.
Oh, thank the gods. Finally.
Renato here was selling our grave goods to traveling merchants. Don't let him tell about maps and causes. He's a common thief.
That's none of my business. I've come to collect his notes.
I don't know about map
We
making.
got a map.
But we confiscated these. Maybe they're what you're looking for.
You know, Sansa? You can't just leave me here. I can explain, I promise.
Glory says, agreed, Mac. Yeah, man, that's just the way it goes. And I understand others if they have different prerogatives. That's cool. But yeah, I definitely lean towards power leveling, if you will. All right, but this had better be good.
I admit I took a few things from Pargrunan memorials. And I admit the caravans paid me a good price for them. Expeditions have costs.
Sure, I understand. I do. How can you be a cartographer and not value other cultures?
Easy to pass judgment when your stomach is full. Sansa has no idea what the living lands are like. He sits in his emporium and thinks it's the dead fire. Well, it's not. Every day out here is a matter of life and death.
We do fine without grave robbing.
I just needed to survive.
Well, he's learned his lesson. Let him out. He doesn't seem like a bad guy.
You can't just barge in and tell us what to do with our prisoners.
Yeah, again. Just did. Glower. I'll make sure he doesn't do it again. What is that? With his survival skills, he'll be back in a week or dead. What? I want to choose this one. I'll make sure he doesn't do it. Nah, maybe we do our background. Let's do that.
How dare you?
I'm trying to get you out, dude.
Know, I'm a seasoned adventurer.
Quiet.
Ha! Can't argue with that. This is the tusks we're talking about.
We tried.
You're free to go.
Ah, there we go.
About time. I owe you, whoever you are. Now, take those notes to Sansa, and don't tell him where I've been. I'll come up with something. As soon as I've found a place to bathe.
And how? You schmelly man.
See, Sala's Keep, he said. It'll be an adventure, he said.
Ew. Alright, cool. Well, we will probably run into him at a later date and time. Cool. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Shiny. Gold. I like gold. Pearl, nice. Oh, oh. I think we already unlocked it with our lockpicks. Whatever. I love the choice matters structure in RPGs and the outcomes of said choices. This game has a lot more of that than I anticipated. I didn't realize it was going to go for that. I mean, there's entire, not to give anything away to anyone that doesn't want spoilers, but there's like entire set pieces that you will miss, or not really miss, but you won't experience because of you chose option A instead of option B. It's wild. It's crazy. Hell, even on a smaller scale, I'll keep it vague. There was on this map, there's an area where if you chose to keep certain people alive, it would have changed an outcome. But see, I didn't pay attention. I didn't notice. I was just traveling, killing everything, getting loot, and then I find somebody and I talk to them and they're like, "You killed my people," and I was like, "Oh shit, my bad." Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. They weren't too happy about it, so. This game, again, has a lot more of that than I was anticipating. That's kind of neat. Definitely adds to the replayability of the game. For sure. It's pretty cool.
Well, isn't this a homely little fortress?
Boink.
Outsiders aren't permitted in Solace Keep. Turn your ass around and go back the way you came.
Okay, bye. The council is inside the keep. I can't get permission unless you let me in.
Precisely. We don't welcome outsiders in Solace.
Ooh, this is Solace.
It's a violation of Tenet 3 of Nandru's 9 Creeds. No person excepting wardens of the Pargrunen shall be granted safe harbor without express permission of the council heretofore established by Nandru, the first warden, or without the attestation of an established, honored warden of the keep.
All things are true, nothing is permitted. I know one and only creed, sir. I was going to say something. Oh yeah, Solace. So we have something that we're supposed to be giving a blacksmith, and I was told in the game that somebody in Solace should have the skills to craft whatever it is out of what we have in our inventory. So hopefully we run into them. That would be nice. I've just been like, what weapon? Like, dude, watch it be like a dagger. I don't want to use a dagger right now. Please. Maybe he'll ask us what we want, or her, what we want to be made, so that way it kind of fits our build. I think that would make the most sense. That'd be a shame, because I've had that stuff for a while. You get it pretty early on, and it'd be a shame to carry it through the whole game just to have him craft something that we won't want to use. That was really long-winded, yeah. Plus, a lot of those mechanics in games like this are taken from tabletop RPGs like D&D. Yeah, a lot of that can be circled back to those type of experiences for sure.
I make no apologies. Nandru's 9 Creeds are settled tradition in Galloway's tusks. Without the Solace Council or a warden to vouch for you, your presence in the keep is forbidden. No warden, no keep.
Okay, thanks.
We really will have to drag Marius into this, won't we? The poor dear.
Oh, shoot. He mentioned... Okay, so I should be walking around with him then. Okay, we're going to go back to the OGs. We'll keep Kai and we'll switch her out for Marius. That's what I was wondering. I'm like, I should probably have him because, again, these are his people, so... Okay, and we'll probably learn why he's had such an issue coming back to this place since the very beginning, essentially. So, okay, that answers that. I was wondering, I'm like, am I going to be able to get away with not having him into my party? What the heck? Oh, I didn't defeat all the Zaryps. Whoops. Let's go. We'll go back to the camp. We'll get Marius. Goodbye, Yatsley. And then we'll kill those Zaryps and then go back to the bridge. Cool.